Hello, I am back with another draft league. This one is going to be TGR, also known as the game room, and this format is restricted Rampage. So everyone, or basically everyone, I think a few people don't have this, but they are allowed to have two restricted on. And as you can see by this matchup, I picked Giratina's on Magenta. I might do a draft breakdown. The post before this, I haven't really decided yet. But yeah, my first opponent, I don't remember their team name. Probably look at it real quick, but they are running the Lunala Palkia duo, which immediately to me seemed like it's going to be Trick Room, especially since they have Ursaluna. Obviously, they don't have to. They have a few Pokemon that can set Tailwind, including the Lunala. But for this matchup, I am mostly afraid of Trick Room. I do have some good tools for this matchup. So if we go down to the type chart, as you can see, they only have one Dark Resist, which is on top, which is also weak to Flying, which is Galarian. So Galarian Moltres looks really good here, as well as my Grimmsnarl, and as well as my Giratina, paired with Zamazenta. So, yeah. What looks scary on their team, like I said, mostly the Trick Room. A lot of my prep is centered around both lead combinations such as Lunala and Mousehold, which can follow me set Trick Room, and Lunala hit on top, which you can fake out set Trick Room, potentially take advantage of it with the hit on top. And then obviously the Ursaluna, which can do a lot of damage, is something I'm very concerned about. And then combined with all of this, it's impossible to sleep on things like Palkia and Moltres. Moltres, because it's the best answer combined with Zamazenta. I'm also running a Terra Steel on my Giratina, which could be problematic if he gets my Terra out at a position where I don't really want it out. But otherwise, my Giratina is really good into it. So the 6 I'm expecting are the Lunala, Palkia, Ursaluna, Mousehold, Moltres, and Hitmonchan. In some way, shape, or form. Maybe they throw in one extra, like maybe Sarvina shows up because they're afraid of Swampert. But yeah, but anyway, I'll go through a little bit of the team that I'm running. So first thing I want to start with is actually going to be the Galarian Moltres, which I feel like is a strong Pokemon in this matchup. I feel like it is so strong to the point where I want to lead it, and all of my game plans include this as my lead right now. So basically what makes it good, it's got Fiery Wrath, so it can deal good damage into the Nala, obviously. I do have to look out for Wide Guard. Like I think Hitmonchan will probably run Wide Guard if it has it. But we have enough special attack to where we can 2-hit KO a Lunala if it does not Terra. Even with Shadow Shoot, we should 2-hit KO, and a Berserk boost will just confirm that. And we're running, with this spread, I decided to go on a very specially defensive build this time for a couple of reasons. The first one being, we outright live a Meteor Beam if they decide to run that on the Lunala from full, and this is if we don't get our light screen up, which we'll talk about Grimmsnarl a bit. But with the light screen up, we also take the combination of Super Fang and Meteor Beam, thanks to the Citrus Berry, and that'll actually give me 2 Berserk boosts. So yeah, that'll be fun if I can get that off. Another thing this is good for is that a Fiery Wrath into Air Slash will knock out Hitmontop as long as it is not a Slip Vested, which again I don't think they will run AV because I think Wide Guard's very valuable to help protect the Lunala, so I don't think they're going to run that. It could, who knows. Next up is going to be Grimmsnarl, and this is also my plan to lead for game 1 at least. And we just got dual screens. This is really nice. I mean, since I don't really have the greatest ways to prevent Trick Room, I do have the Taunt, although it's not really my game plan because I don't know if they're going to run a Mental Herb, whatnot. I don't know. I think breaking the Shadow Shield is a little bit more important than Taunt. Maybe I'm wrong in that. We'll see what happens. But anyway, where was I? Yeah, as we've already determined, the light screen is giving my Moltres abilities to live. The Reflect also just really screws up the Ursaluna calcs. It makes a lot of facades into that would normally just 1-hit KO, like everything. I become a 2-hit KO, and I think that's a really big deal. Thunderwave is here because a lot of my team is slower, and Moltres is only faster than a Lunala window speed investment, so it's not even gonna be Palkia unless it's minimum speed Palkia. But yeah, we're really slow, and so I think the Thunderwave could be valuable for an in-game scenario. I mean, they could have either Serena or Indeedee, but like I said, I don't really expect them to come. And if they do, I think that's okay. I'm honestly fine with that. But yeah, max special defense gives me the best odds to live a Moonblast after a potential fake out from Hitmontop, and that's a Terra Fairy Moonblast from Lunala. I do expect Terra Fairy. To round out this lead, or to kind of end game here, I got Giratina and Zenta. We'll go ahead and start with Zenta. Very basic set. The only outlier with Stone Edge, which is to hit the Moltres, which I do expect to potentially be problematic. Heavy Slam is just to do general stab damage. I did consider Behemoth Bash, because Behemoth Bash does more damage into the Ursaluna if they choose to Terra Ursaluna, but I'm really expecting them to Terra the Lunala if they leave it. Yeah, then just body pressure damage, nothing crazy. EV spread, again, nothing super fancy. We have enough speed to outspeed Tim and Moltres. And I don't quite remember what all of this does. I should have written it down. Oh, actually, hang on. I might have a way to remember. Un momento. Okay, I do not really remember. I thought I had sent one of my friends something, but anyway, yeah, just a lot of damage from body press. If we get a Terra Fairy out on Lunala, then Heavy Slam becomes really good. Because if they run Terra Fairy, of course, I'll stop saying that, but you get the picture. And then next up is going to be that Giratina. This is intended to be my end game. The goal is to basically use the Moltres and the screens to make it to where Giratina basically just can't lose. To put Giratina in a position where it will just clean up the end game. And we just got Dual Stab, Draco Meteor, Shadow Ball, Draco Meteor because despite having the Grisha Orb boosting 20%, like giving my Dragon attacks 20% boost, something like Dragon Pulse isn't really doing enough. So Draco Meteor to help me hit Calix, Shadow Ball for Stab, and we have Terra Steel, Terra Blast for the aforementioned Terra Fairy Nala that I am expecting. That's going to be generally my game one. My Swampert and my Iron Crown are going to be pivot options. Swampert is specifically going to be something going to pivot in the back, I believe. And we're running that room service with the 72 speed stat. 72 speed makes me always faster than a Ursaluna with no speed investment, because that only hits 70. And a min speed Ursaluna only hits 49. And after the room service, we hit 48 speed on Swampert. So we're going to be faster than Ursaluna always, and basically, if that Pokemon gets out of hand game one, I can pivot to the Swampert to try to help me deal with it. Terra Water's here to help me deal more damage. And just got general dual stabs. We have Substitute in case Trick Room, there's a situation where Trick Room is up. They might protect to like stun up their own Trick Rooms so they don't lose to Swampert. You can take advantage of that with Substitute. And then a Helping Hand is to boost Giratina's damage, potentially even Zamazenta's damage. Whatever, which one of these I feel like is better in the end game. Next to Swampert. Yeah, it'll help me out a lot. And then last up is Iron Crown. And Iron Crown is meant to be more of a lead pivot. Specifically, if I don't think screens are going to help, I can lead Moltres Iron Crown. With Psyshock, we have a very good chance to just one-shot a Hitmontop, even if it is Assault Vest. Again, I don't expect it to be Assault Vest, but even without the Assault Vest, the Psychic's doing about the same percent just because of how its stats line up. But yeah, with this spread, the Psyshock has a very, very high chance to Oko hit on top as makes HP. And then you just have Tacking Cutter for stab damage, also gives me another way to hit fairies. And then the Terra Water Terra Blast is because, again, Moltres is very problematic. Also gives me another way to hit Ursaluna if needed. Now, we should be playing right about now. So I will go ahead, close this. I think I've said everything I wanted. Hopefully it was mostly clear. But we will go ahead, let him know we are ready. Let's go on. Okay, so this is the message. Okay, let's see. What can I talk about? I don't know, I'm kind of dry. What have I done recently? Let's see. Christmas was recent. Oh yeah. My roommates and I, we decided to all give each other some Christmas gifts. I got a. Hang on. I ended up getting a blanket from I don't even know where he got it. I think he got it from like TikTok shop or something. Let me see if I can get a picture of it pulled up. Yeah. Yeah. No, I can't find a picture of it, but it's of the I think it's Van Gogh, the Van Gogh Pikachu. It's very funny. It's very cute, very funny. I will. Oh my gosh, if OBS will cooperate with me, that would be great. Thank you. But the Pikachu with the gray felt hat. Yeah, the Pikachu, yeah. Pikachu with a gray felt hat. So yeah, this. It's very funny, but I got that as a blanket. It's very soft. It's very nice. It's just, it made me laugh a lot when I got it. Yeah. I do hope that no one is currently watching now and everyone is skipping forward. If you are not, please do, because I've got literally nothing to talk about right now. One of my friends is requesting that I stream. I guess they see that I'm on OBS via Discord. Oh, no they don't. Okay. Oh, this is fun. I don't want to edit because I don't have any editing skills. Again, I'm so dry. Like, I got nothing. I worked all day and I'm tired. Usually I like to lay down for a bit, but I didn't do that today. So, hope Reg F has been going good for everyone. It's been pretty fun for me. Using Iron Crown actually in that as well. Part of what inspired me to draft it was using it in there. And oh yes, we are ready to go. But moral of the story, Iron Crown's really good at Red F right now. Hopefully that stays true, because I really like using it. It's really fun. But we will go ahead and this triple mana code. Link battle. This is the code we have. We'll wait. So I don't have my damage calculator open. He'll let me know when he's searching. Hopefully. I take it he is searching. He did not say he was searching, but he has sent me his terrace. Actually, I'll send to mine. The only we found. Alright, we'll wait for this searching. Let's see, Moltres is Ghost. Oh, let me make that a little bit more legible. Ghost. I'm glad no one's watching me type right now because I apparently cannot do that. Grimmsnarl is also Ghost. We have, let's see, Swampert is water, and oh fuck, what's my iron? Pretty sure my iron crown's Terra water. Yeah, water, ghost, steel water. Okay. Crown is going to be water. You want to say, look, have fun! Exclamation mark. And now we can see what his terrors are. Okay. Okay, this is almost everything I expected. Looks like he has his normal rules. He's got Lunala, Palkia, Ursaluna, Maushold, Hitmontop. I expected all of this. The outlier is the Indeedee. So there's no Moltres. And I think I really like that for my Giratina. Okay, anyway. Get ready. Go ahead. Go back to Kieran. Oh, by the way, the last league I did in this... Last league I did in this, I went 1-8. So I got 1 win. So if I can get 2 wins this season. God dang it. Okay, whatever. Walk. Because he's probably like, hurry up. Sorry. Okay, walk in. See, there is a Terra Fairy Lunala I did expect. Terra Ghost Ursaluna I expected. Indeedee's really interesting. So I think game 1, this is just my game plan. I think I'm going to stick with that. Let's go ahead and take our time. Let's think. Palkia's Poison Terra. Which is pretty interesting. I guess that's to resist my body press. Maushold Fairy Terra, also probably again to resist my body press into Fiery Wrath. Fire Terra Hitmontop. I don't think that matters too much. I'm hitting it with a lot of neutral hits anyway. Terra Psychic Indeedee. I don't expect Indeedee to be much of a problem. I actually didn't run Life Guard on anything because I didn't really expect Indeedee. But yeah, everything I think is about what I expected. I cannot focus right now. This is going to be really interesting. Okay. I think we're going to go ahead. We're just going to set the light screen immediately. can go for a Fiery Wrath immediately. You can also taunt this Mouse Hold. Because we taunt Mouse Hold, next turn we can start Spirit Breaking into Palkia. Whereas we could just we could target the taunt into the Palkia to prevent the Trick Room, because I do think that's a little bit better. Okay, no Follow Me. Is it Population Bomb? Okay, that's good to know. Times. Didn't play, it's not wide open. Falco's gonna fall for the taunt. Okay. Mental Herb. Okay, so we've already gotten a lot of information. So we can go ahead, we'll go ahead and Spirit Break the Palkia, and we'll just go ahead and Fiery Wrath. Now we get to see if this Palkia is actually speed. Okay, Spirit Break, that's always gonna go off first. Really good damage. There's a special attack. Nice. Okay, they are min speed. Did what? Good damage. Wrath. Okay, and it is Friend Guard. It's Friend Guard on the Mouse too. So we're gonna go ahead, I think just repeat. Rinse and repeat. Think this through a bit. They could Follow Me. They really aren't doing any damage though. I would love to just go for the knockout of this. Okay, they can Follow Me. So we've seen Population Bomb, we've seen Follow Me. Okay, we might knock out Mousepig here. Fisherman's not going to connect. Okay, knock out Mousepig. Okay, let's take a second here. We have 2 more turns of Trick Room. I want to get rid of their setter. Giratina's in a prime position to win this game. So we're gonna go ahead. We're not gonna Spirit Break, we're gonna Reflect. And then we will just go for yet another Fiery Wrath. Okay, because they do protect. Great. So this Moltres is kind of just doing everything I expected it to do. Ice Beam, Freeze. I would have rather that drop below half. Because I don't think this is gonna pick up just based on what I've seen already. Okay, ideally here my Grimmsnarl actually goes down. But if it doesn't, I think I want to try to get chip damage into this Air Soul. Because I don't want Palkia to leave the field quite yet. So let's go ahead and get some chip damage into you. And we're just going to protect. Moltres is going to be faster than both of these. But this should just be a Telepathy Earthquake. Okay, no, they just... Okay, so we should just be able to go Zamazenta here. If they Ghost Terra, then they're taking super effective damage from Fiery Wrath, and they're also weak to Giratina. And you can never knock out both. Okay, we've seen Ice Beam, Spatial Rend. It's probably going to be a Water move on that Palkia and Trick Room. Sure, another Trick Room. We will go for the Body Press just to force the Terra out. And I'll go ahead and just throw off the Fiery Wrath. See, we do want to preserve the Terra from Giratina. Oh, and they actually don't Terra Lilies. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, it looks like they wanted to save it for the Lunala then. Ooh, and we actually get some good information here. Also, I don't think Zamazenta was meant to knock out there. It absolutely was meant to knock out. Okay. Okay, yeah, it looks like I actually made like defense to knock out Lucina after the chip. Which is really good. Okay, Lunala. And we just Fiery Wrath. Yeah. Okay, there's the Terra. Looks like I was right. They did want to save the Terra for the Lunala. Which makes sense, right? Because we kind of had like a nice pin on the Ursaluna anyway. Terra won't do that much. Did a lot. That crit. Oh my god. Are we faster or are we trickier? Okay, Meteor Beat. That's really good to know. Okay, so they do get to see my last. Yeah, Vultures goes down. That's actually fine. We don't reveal our sigil berries that way. So that's pretty good. We do reveal Giratina, but I think like I said, that's not too bad. So that means, okay, that means power on the Lunala. Okay, we can just go ahead, throw off a Heavy Slam into a Shadow Ball, and this should be game. Okay, great. I don't see any reason to divert any from that game plan. Because we've discovered where the Mental Herb is. And that's a big deal. They could opt for Hitmontop here. But I don't think that's too big of a deal. Yeah, I think because we still have a way to go regardless. So we're gonna lead. We're not gonna change a thing. Okay, but let's go ahead and review information I have here. So Pop Bomb Mousehold. Based on the damage it was doing, I'm going to say it was Friend Guard. Just based on what my eyes are telling me. In that it's not Technician. I don't know if it's gonna be Wildlands. It hit 7 times and not 10, which doesn't really tell me too much. Okay, not only is it not Technician, I don't even think it's got much attack investment. So okay, that's good to know. So, not a lot of attack investment. Household. That Palkia just did nothing. Like, we're very specially bulky. And then Palkia. I really like this lead. This, I'm just gonna go for the Fire Wrath. There's no point going for Taunt. We're gonna just... This is kind of a click button situation. They're truly... They see my Light Clay, and I see their Choice Scarf. Okay. We still get our Light Screen, though. So Moltres is still completely fine, and I think I still want a Spirit Break. Let's see, we could Protect as well. We could get our Reflect up. Our Reflect isn't a small. Like, part of me wants to switch into Zamazenta and then just, like, go for a Fiery Wrath. Or, like, set up the Reflect. Like, set up the Reflect, and then go for a Fiery Wrath, and then next turn switch into Zamazenta. And then preserve, actually preserve this stuff for the late game. If that is continuing playing Lenala, because I think the Reflect is actually really important. Ice Beam, no freeze. Does significantly more because they're not -1. Fiery Wrath. Down 2 There's the Ursaluna. We have our Reflect up. We're going to go ahead switch into Zamazenta. Oh, hang on. Let's think that through. No, we're going to switch into our Giratina, right? Because there's no way they're going to go for a Grimmsnarl. And we just Fiery Wrath. We could Protect, but I'd rather... I don't think there's actually anything to Protect here. With both screens up, I don't actually think that Moltres. And then just Protect it, right? Yeah. So ideally, we see a move in Moltres now. We go for Spatial. Probably expecting me to Terra. Doesn't do a lot of damage. You will get a Berserk boost. And we will eat our Citrus Berry. Very nice. Yummy! Fiery Wrath. That was a lot of damage. That's Berserk for you. Okay, let's slow down a bit here. There's 2 more turns of Trick Room. And I would love to get into a position I think I want to keep Moltres safe. Go ahead and go for a Terra here. I kind of want to Terra and just drop a Draco onto this Ursaluna. Just go for as much damage as possible. And then in following turns, I think we're fine. Is that good? Definitely Terra. Terra, Draco, Meteor. We also could knock out the Palkia, which I think is equally as good. Okay, let's go ahead, Draco. Nope. Ah, shit, I'm out of time. Ah, shit, I'm out of time. That's right, it's just a double protect. It's just a double protect. Okay, this is why you put it on the top slot. As long as I didn't Draco into the Moltres, we're fine. This is why we have Protect in the top slot. This is exactly what I wanted to be. They play rough. Okay, I kind of figured they'd have that. It does no damage, as they actually read and double. Again, it just doesn't do anything. Draco Meteor, yeah, that's very good. Okay, and now what I think we want to do is now I want to Protect. Switch into Grimmsnarl, sack off the Grimmsnarl. Worst case scenario, we get Scarf Spirit Break off. Because the thing is, Moltres is still really good. Yeah, actually go for Earthquake. This is totally fine though. Because now the next turn we're going to be in a very good position. Yeah, Grimmsnarl stays alive. Oh, and I think they actually forgot about Rampage. Wonderful. Okay, so here's the deal. Is they could Terra Poison this Palkia. So I think what I don't want to Shadow Ball. I don't want to Shadow Ball. I want to go ahead just Terra Blast, I think, and then just Spirit Break into the Palkia, because this thing can set Trick Room. And I think that's the one way I was thinking about to get a Trick Room up. Oh, my Giratina is actually so faster. I actually didn't expect that. Let's see, 120. Oh, you know what? I think we're literally 1 point faster. Yeah, because Giratina's 121. Yeah, and my Grimmsnarl's 120. with the Choice Scarf. I didn't actually think about that, and that's pretty dang funny. But we should have a locked up game here. Just Spirit Break. We shouldn't even need to switch anything. Knock out the Ursaluna. Yeah, we're just saving the Terra for their Lunala here. Terra Blast is going to be enough to knock out Ursaluna. And we just get a Spirit Break off. Yeah, no longer do any sort of damage. Is that a Meteor Beam? I don't even think this knocks out Grimmsnarl. Okay, we'll go for it into... We're gonna hasten things up a bit. This should be game over. I should have a 100% here. Even a crit isn't gonna knock out so let's just make things a little quicker here. It's got Spirit Break doing good work. Grimmsnarl still hangs on. And there goes the light screen, but it now no longer matters. Pick up. Alright, cool. Hey, I got a win. Alright, we're already doing as well as I did my last season of TGR, so great. Yeah, that's the team. I feel pretty good about this. I felt pretty good about prep going into this. I knew Moltres was just going to be really annoying with screens, so glad it worked out. And good game to my opponents. Anyway, I'll see y'all next week. Bye.